Hello and welcome back to FEW Showdown. We are obviously 2 weeks from our Night of Scares preview event that we covered. That was a big event we had. Obviously Hayden defeated April Rockwell in the Undisputed title match. Samuel Syfe just about retaining against Raphael in that DK Championship match. Protects the Kingdom fell short to Ice Cold Witch, who retained that ladder match for the FEW Women's Tag Titles. Daniel Baxter defeated Morgan Jones, but did suffer a slight injury scare, which we're going to get into next week because we do have a big announcement. Then I will remind you at the end of the show. Our Halloween Gauntlet, our first annual Halloween Gauntlet, was won by Ian Parker, who made his return from injury and picked up a big victory there. And we'll now have a title match locked in for Collision Course. He just needs to pick a champ, and he's got that match. And of course, in the main event, Thomas and James put the difference aside and defeated the Shadow Dimension. But now we are moving on to Collision Course 2024. And as I stated on our Night of Scares show, we do have 2 ladder matches set for Collision Course, as well as our annual 6-man tag team match that we've been having the last 2 years. But we now have 2 ladder matches where the winner will earn a contract that will earn him a shot at any point in the next 12 months at a singles champion. So we're going to get into those qualifying matches tonight. And then so we got the next 3 weeks, we've got 6 matches on every show. So there's that much to cram in over the course of 3 weeks. So, yeah, I'm going to get straight into basically announcing our matches. So we've got Draconic Emperor, pissed off Edgar, looking for some revenge after Edgar beat him at Night of Scares in that Gauntlet match. So he's kicking off tonight's show. Our first men's qualifier between Shard and Lucifer. Our first women's qualifier were between Amelia and a debuting Jade Connors. We then have a battle of luchadores between Fernandez of Mystery and Hell's Warrior. That is followed by 2 debuts in our second women's qualifier match, and that will be between Abigail Foster and Tori. And in our main event, Thomas reignites a rivalry from 2 years ago when he takes on Jeremy Backshaw. We've got a great 6 card tonight. A lot of cram in over the next 3 shows before Collision Course. So we're going to get straight into our opening match, which, as I say, will be Draconic Emperor versus Edgar Larsson. Okay, so a very angry and a very pissed off Draconic Emperor with the first one towards the ring here. Because his mindset was he was the favourite heading into the Night of Scares. First annual Halloween Battle Royale. And obviously he came into that match at number 4, sorry. He was number 4 out of 6. Went in there against an already weakened opponent, but that weakened opponent got the better of him and picked up the victory. So this is one very angry, pissed off Draconic Emperor, who, as I said in the opening, is looking for that revenge tonight against Edgar Larsson, who, as I say, though Ian Parker picked up the victory coming in at number 6, I'm giving that MVP award to Edgar Larsson. I mean, he knocked off Doragak. He knocked off Eduardo of Delta Strike. He took out Draconic Emperor. And he got rid of Marcus Cross. But it was just the case of when he got to that last opponent, it was too much for him. His body had already taken the beating. And how I always see it is that it was that crossfire was the beginning of his end. Though he got back up and obviously landed lightning in the bottle, it still did enough damage. So as soon as Ian came in, withstood that early pressure that Edgar pushed out, he was able to obviously take him down and pick up a victory and win that first ever Halloween Battle Royale. So Edgar here, hoping that this obviously 2-week break between Night of Scares and Showdown has given him enough time to recuperate and rest. Because if a weakened Edgar Larsson can beat a fresh Draconic Emperor, what can a fresh Edgar Larsson do? I do see big things in this guy's future. Obviously, at the moment, he's the primary tag team of Delta Stroke alongside his brother Drake. But he's definitely shown that if and when they decide to split the tag teams up and change the game a bit in Delta Strike, he can easily hold his own in singles combat. And the victory here again tonight over Draconic Emperor will solidify that and could easily skyrocket him in a very near distant future to a singles title match. But has Draconic Emperor learned his lessons from Night of Scares? Has he seen what Edgar has in store? Has he figured out how to counter what Edgar has in store for him? Because Marcus Cross showed that just count that light in the bottle and he can take a quick advantage, and obviously Marcus Cross did. He just couldn't take full advantage with that crossfire. You couldn't get him in the ring in time to finish him off. But here we go again. Edgar, from the get-go, he's taking Draconic Emperor, but Draconic Emperor, he's fighting back. He's not letting Edgar get that momentum. And he's going up here. Wants him on his feet. Oh, misses the crossbody. Edgar debated using the ropes and to make a leap, but instead he's going to use the ropes here to get Draconic Emperor pinned back. Needs to be careful though, because the ref is right behind and could easily DQ. That was an uppercut there, perfectly precise. Knee to the face. No stomp there. Edgar's turn with an elbow drop. For a quick, easy victory here. One. No, kick out one. Oh, drop kick. That's how the ring goes to Draconic Emperor. And Edgar is quickly going to follow because he realises he needs to just dish out so much punishment here. But he's sent back in by the Draconic Emperor. Ref got in the way there, but Edgar capitalised. And a cheeky little knee to the face could be the end here. One. Kick out of one. Draconic Emperor has really not got into this match early on. Again, Edgar is surprising him, I think, with the amount of punishment he can dish out. Here we go. This is the beginning of the end. At Night of Scares, Draconic Emperor. Kick straight to the face. One, two, kick out. Yeah, look at this highlight here. The precision of these kicks. And that last one. Oh, we're going to have to cut away from that highlight quickly because they're back into the fight here. Edgar, during that, has been busted open. He's going to land this. This could be it for the Draconic Emperor. DDT. Straight back up, and Edgar doesn't realise he does now. This could be it. Oh, he went for light in the bottom, but Draconic Emperor blocked in. If he lands this could be it. He does. Welcome to his empire. Didn't get to land this at Night of Scares, but he does now. 2, 3. Maybe that's all he needed then at Night of Scares, was to land that move for the victory. Wait, what? That's Ian. What's Ian up to? I don't think he's done with Draconic Emperor after he injured him at Chamber of Champions, and yeah, he's not done. He's telling the ref to get out of his face. And he's saying, Bitch, I'm coming for you next. Interesting. And now it's time for our ladder qualifier. Our first men's qualifiers. Shard and Lucifer going one-on-one for, I believe, the first time, actually. Should be interesting. It's our first ever obviously contract match is happening at Night of Scares. Sorry, Collision Course. Still trying to work out an actual proper name for it. We'll figure it out by the point of Collision Course. Shard will be looking for a big moment here to finally get his career on track. Something he's yet to do in FEW. But then the same goes for the man that's going to be standing opposite of Shard. Shard saying, it's me, I'm doing this. Because both of these two men have had moments but are yet to fully shine in FEW. I feel like Lucifer has probably had more big moments, i.e. those 2 DK championship matches against Samuel Scythe. But I mean, if Shard gets himself into this ladder match, that'd probably be his biggest career moment. But this is strength versus strength right here. These two are very well built, and that's what I love about these ladder matches. That's what I love about, obviously, our random drawings. We've got some really interesting contests. I mean, these two, as I say, can go pound for pound with strength. And if we look at some of the other ones, obviously we've got Battle of the Luchadores. That's happening tonight. I believe there's a Battle of the Giants taking place next week. Yes, there is. There's just a Battle of 2 former champions as well coming up in the next few weeks. I'm looking at some of these matches. I'm going to save them for announcements at the end of each show. So I'm looking at some of these matches, especially on the men's side, are really really great matchups. Obviously on the women's side, we've got a lot of debuts taking place within this little tournament we've got going. So that's intriguing. We are underway, and it is Lucifer striking first. Both, as I say, very similar build. Same height as well. Lucifer doing a smart thing here and keeping Shard in the corner. Using the ropes here. Back elbow. Trying to take the big man off his legs. Vicious, that's all this guy is. Oh, popped it out of his socket. Popped it back in. Guy does not care about his opponent's well-being. Straight to the back of the neck as well there. Looking to end this very early. 1. Kick it at 1. Shard stays in this. Here we go. That leaping DDT. But Shard is crawling his way to the corner to catch his breath. But he's in the prime position here. Crossbody air. Lucifer with a slingshot. Drop kick. Shard is back to his feet quicker though. He's able to counter Lucifer's attempt there. And the strength here on show. Down goes Lucifer. Both very much have mean streaks in them. Clubbing blow there. There we go for submission here. Shard has it locked in. A figure four is locked in. But Lucifer turns it over and does a damage back. And Shard is forced to release. Clothesline. Drops him over the knee. 1, 2. Shard stays in this. Just about stays in this. But it won't be for long because if Lucifer lands this, it's night over for Shard. Here we go. Satanic. 1, 2, 3. Lucifer is in that ladder match. Big victory there for Lucifer. And now he's in that ladder match. He's now got to sit back and watch to see the 5 oppositions that will be in that match as well. Because if he can get through them, a quick simple climb earns him that championship match once more. Now it's time for the women's ladder match. That's what I mean by debuts. Obviously Amelia Drake for taking on Jade Connors. Still need to work out a few things in regard to these new debuts, but Craig does not like Amelia still after all this time. I mean, we haven't seen her fight in a long time. I really want to say the last time was the Chamber of Champions match she was in, and it was her versus Jessica Rogue. I feel like that was the last time we saw her. We haven't really seen her since. She makes her return here tonight. Take on an up-and-coming new superstar. No green smoke being sprayed out here. This Jade is making her way to the ring. One of many debuts we have planned for this month. I mean, we have 3 alone tonight. This is the first. Our next scheduled women's ladder match qualifier is literally 2 people we've never seen before in FEW. And even if I'm not just talking about the ladder match, we still have debuts that are taking place that aren't a part of this. I mean, next week we have a tag team #1 contender match locking in. We're locking that in by the end of the show. And that match, obviously we got obviously an established team, a team that we've seen obviously a few times recently. Obviously that made their debuts only a couple of months ago, and then we have a brand new team debuting in that #1 contenders match. So let's say there's some interesting match debuts taking place. on the women's side. I mean, I feel like our men's side is very stacked right now, so it made sense stacking up the women's side to match the quality and quantity there on the men's side. I feel like we've done that right now. We have so much talent, and Amelia is proof of that. And she's taking it to the rookie. The crowd are not enjoying this. Dang, that was Jade. I mean, I feel like Amelia's got a lot to prove. Amelia's a former interim women's champion. So she held that title from Heartbreaker all the way till Birth Spectacular Night 1. She, of course, dethroned Jessica Rogue at Heartbreaker and then went on to defeat Jessica Rogue again at Proving Ground before losing the title in that ladder match to Hayden. That was a spinning net breaker there from Jade. So Amelia does have a lot to prove because after that she went on such a losing streak. She lost obviously to Hayden at Recall. She lost to Team Hayden at All Out War. She lost at Chamber of Champions. She was the last one standing. And she lost to Jessica Rogue. She has a lot to prove after back-to-back losses. Here we go. Submission locked in from Jade. But Amelia counters out of it. Sends her into the ropes. Ducks under. Spins around. But Jade with a clothesline counter. I mean, I feel like Jade knocks off Amelia right now. That's a massive win for her and a big confidence boost in your first match. Axe handle. I mean, you're knocking off a former champion. A former main eventer, Birth Spectacular. 1, 2, kick out. Obviously, one of the first 6 women involved in the first ever all-out, obviously female all-out war match. Oh, here we go. Vicious kick to the back of the head there. Amelia using her experience here to try and just get herself in the corner away from Jade, but that uppercut makes her regret her decision. Oh, Jade was up for something there, but Amelia counters. Using the ropes here for an advantage. Leaping up and stomping down. Crowd are not liking this. 1. Kick out at 1. Crowd are very happy with the kick out there. As Jade is in Amelia's sights as she makes the dive and lands that clothesline for the middle rope. Here we go. Seeing purple. Where's that code purple? It's been that long since I've seen her fight. Both her two moves are very similar. One from the corner, one from not. I just don't remember which one's which. Jade here. A suplex. Looking to go back in the ring, looking to end this maybe now as the ref gets to count 7. Looking to go up. Splash. Frog splash from the top rope. 1, 2. Kick out from Amelia. She stays in this. The crowd are very much enjoying this performance from Jade right now. Amelia is climbing her way to the back up the ropes there. But Jade descends her into the turnbuckle shoulder first. Here comes those stomps. But Amelia counters. And brings her down. Tori's back to her feet before she could do anything. But she damages the jaw there. And again, Jade is scrambling back to her feet quickly. And again, knocked down. Face first. 1, 2. Again, a 2. I think Amelia is sensing the end is near. Oh, code breaker. I think I know what she's looking for here. That vicious coffin drop. 1, 2, 3. Amelia qualifies for the ladder match. Is this the start of her winning run once again? Because she had pretty much decent luck early in the year. But as I say, hit that rough patch since. So could this be the beginning of that good run again? We'll have to wait and see. Because now's the time. The battle of luchadores. Fernandez versus Hell's Warrior in our second men's ladder qualifier match. Obviously Lucifer already qualified. It's time for one of these two to qualify. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break while these two enter. So just enjoy the high-flying action we should be expecting to see shortly. I'm back just in time. Hell's Warrior using that strength advantage he has, because though he's a high flyer like Fernandez, he has that strength as well. He's putting it to good use here. He's looking to end it very quickly. Kick out a 2 there. There come those elbow drops. Oh, stomp instead. Oh, stunner on the ropes. Very early here is for Hell's Warrior, and it Trey gets out of the ring, and the ref saying, "Look, give him back up, back up." Instead, he goes to the top rope. High flying action. Fernandez is taking a breathing. He doesn't realise this is coming. A crow. Thumped him with that elbow from the top rope. And knees to the stomach. Gotta be careful where he aims at, 'cause if he aims too low, he's getting DQ'd. Oh, counter. Let's say Hell's just dropped Fernandez, but he countered, and Fernandez is smart enough to get back in the ring, getting the crowd pumped. But that's just cost him, because Hell's Warrior is already straight on top of him here. And they've got those stumps in the corner. Fernandez looking for his first big singles moment at a free-for-you event. So all the times he's fought, he's always been in tag team action. Obviously, of course, he was a part of the Birthday Rumble recently. Oh, step-up kick, Birthday Rumble this year. But most of the times, it tends to be, you know, him and his obviously partner, obviously Gabriel, Team Mystery. These two Luchador brothers. So sent on. Usually them pair in tag team action. Normally going for the tag team belts. Here we go. Using the ropes. Spikes him. Hell's Warrior wise to roll out. And Fernandez is quickly following. Hell's Warrior using that strength again. Because Hell's Warrior himself would be looking for a big singles moment, because we always point this out constantly that it is such a bad record in this business with losses that just decimate the win percentage he has, which I mean he's only like, what is he like, won 2 matches off the top of my head? I think Marcus Cross and Jean-Pierre, I believe, are the only 2 matches he's picked up a victory in. Cut of 6. He's going up, cut of 7. Cut of 8. Look at that elbow again, cut of 9. Axe handle up misses. Fernandez is quickly there with the chops. Here we go. Oh! That flying knee. That beginning of the end may have just knocked Hell's Warrior out cold. Then this wisely gets back in the ring to break the count up. And just takes out Hell's Warrior. Elbow. Misses the second elbow attempt though. Hell's Warrior's back to his feet. Get a fall from the official. Headbutt, and he's just busted him open. Hell's Warrior's smart here. He's trying to get Fernandez back in the ring to try and bring this to a close. And it's quickly back to his feet here. Here we go. Brings him down again. Quick takedown. And this could be it. 1. Kick out of 1. Hell's Warrior's back up, but Fernandez is back running here. Scoops him up and slams him down. Going for the middle rope here. Sent on. 1, 2, 3. It was enough for Fernandez to pick up the victory. He's changed his mask, I think, because that is a lot of blood. And respect is shown between these two luchadors as Fernandez enters that ladder match with Lucifer. And it's time for a double debut. Now, second women's ladder qualifier. Abigail Foster and Tori debuting tonight. Abigail, of course, is the sister of Nick Foster, former member of Hero Code and current member of the Shadow Dimension. That's why, if you notice, she's got a very similar colour scheme to her brother. She, just like Nick, is very much a high flyer, and will use that speed to gain advantage. She'll need tonight because Tori, from what I've been told, is a very pound for pound strength wrestler. She'll use that strength as a powerhouse to bring you down. Tori, of course, refers to herself as a goddess because of this godlike strength she has. So who will make a statement in their first ever FAW match? Will it be Tori who's saying, yeah, it's me? Or will it be Abigail Foster? To do something that her brother can never do, which is make a statement in his first match. We're about to find out as the ref gets us underway. That's what I mean by the strength of Tori. Drop kick. Using the ropes. I mean, not just the strength, but I forgot to tell you, she's also known for very much a lot of high-flying moves as well. She's very similar to Hal's Warrior in the terms of strength and agility. But I do believe Abigail does just slightly beat her on the agility side of it at the moment. Oh! Tori is saying otherwise and making me eat my words currently. No. Abigail can't. No, she doesn't. And Tori countered the counter. Drop kick. Remember, we already have... Oh, knee strike. Amelia in this ladder match. So one of these two women will be joining her at Collision Course. Drop kick again in the corner. So Tori's showing... Oh! Abigail ducks under. So again, this is what I meant earlier on about the speed advantage. I always like to point out advantages in matches and who has what. And though obviously Tori's been showing a lot of really good quick movements already, that quick counter from Abigail has quickly put her in prime position here. She's looking to end it. One. Kick it at one. Hurricane Rana. Yeah, one. Oh, went for the spin kick, but Abigail countered. And then Tori counters the counter with a clothesline, looks to end it. Two. No. Using the ropes again for a crossbody. The strength on show, the powerbomb. One, two. Abigail gets out though. Oh, frog splash. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. It was. Again, that's what I was saying about strength and speed. I mean, strength in terms of the powerbomb and the speed and agility in terms of that frog splash. Tori, big debut victory, is now in that collision course ladder match where she has the chance of earning a contract that could earn her, obviously, the chance of being champion if she pulls it off. The heist of the century, that is. But this is step 1. Step 1 is complete, and now we're moving on to our main event. The undisputed FAW champion in action against a former rival in the form of Jeremy Backshaw of Deadly Bros. These two, of course, I think the last time these two fought was Collision Course back in 2022. Of course, in the build that Draconic King debuted and made it a name for himself as being a very mean bastard, taking an arrow and Abdel strike, and also Jeremy of, well, nah, it wasn't a Deadly Bros at that point, but of Deadly Bros fame now. Of course, that would then lead to that Collision Course match, which was, I think, like the third time they'd fought each other in 2022. The first time being Proving Grounds. Yes. But all has changed since then. Of course, Hughes, former GB champion, 2-time undisputed FAW champion. Jeremy, on the other hand, still goldless in FAW. But let's focus on the right now, and Hughes is looking to use momentum he's earned from that Night of Scares victory where he teamed up with, again, a former rival, former James. The two teamed up against Shadow Dimension, Nick Foster and Cross Rockwell, and picked up a very big tag team victory. He'll be looking to use that momentum here tonight to bring down Jeremy, who himself will be looking for a big moment, and his big moment could come by defeating the undisputed champion. I am being told, though, before this match gets underway, that Matthew, who was watching, obviously, the tag team match at home, has said punishment will come to those who stick their nose in business that belong to them. Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream. So, that's an interesting statement. Of course, Jeremy is facing the undisputed champ tonight, but his brother is win the next couple of weeks in that tag title, the ladder match qualifier. He's locked in for one of those qualifying matches. Jeremy could be looking at thinking, well, if you're going to get a ladder match, I want to get a championship match. Let's both have a big moment at Collision Course. But so far, Collision Course has not been an event for Jeremy. Collision Course 2022 ended in a loss when he teamed up with Owen Bob and Samuel Scythe. They lost, of course, to Draconic Kingdom, yes. And then last year, it was Deadly Bros, Stud Express, the final time those two fought. And it ended, of course, with Stud Express, the victors. So can Jeremy pick a win up here tonight and get himself a match at Collision Course to end that losing streak at that event? Well, we'll have to find out soon, won't we? Because the match is now underway. As Thomas bounces Jeremy off the ref, but gets caught. He was looking for the rope as he usually does that disaster kick. Drop kick. Or maybe even that cutter, but referee got in the way. He's now back quickly in control of this match. Ref out the way. Again, the referee screwing over the champ. Thomas sensing the rope is sent over. Jeremy quickly with a moonsault there. Second moonsault, of course. Obviously, Jeremy in the position where Thomas is, obviously was at one point in the position where Thomas is right now in terms of fan favourite. Everyone loved him. But just like his opposition here tonight, one point in his career changed that vision in the fans' eyes. And for him, it was obviously him and his brother snapping and just decimating Stud Express. Obviously in the process, sent over the top. Of course, they took out, obviously their anger and frustration out on James and Connor. Injured James in the process. And of course, in the end, Stud Express with the victors are there. And obviously the reason to remind obviously why they snapped, one, two, oh no, not two, was because obviously they fought Mystery. Obviously Stud Express then came back. Here we go. That kick, as I said he wanted earlier. Obviously Stud Express came back and beat them. Obviously then there's a triple threat at Summer Solstice. Stud Express again victorious. And then that led to obviously a match at Final Conflict where Deadly Bros were victorious over Stud Express. Night of Scares, Steve versus Connor. Connor was victorious, and then at Collision Course ended with Stud Express again victors, and Deadly Bros have just been slowly snapping ever since. Here comes that suicide dive into the table. And I think the snap was there after their back-to-back losses for the tag titles. Crowd are loving this, and I mean these two work well together. That's why the crowd are loving this. Yeah, I think the snap was there from when they lost both tag title matches, but they're obviously Stud Express going back and gaining momentum quicker than Deadly Bros had at the time. That I think was the final nail in the coffin. And Jeremy and Steve did not like the fact that they were being outshone by Stud Express, who at that point had been off the card since the Birthday Spectacular. Whereas Deadly Bros had been a consistent figure for a couple of months. Oh, Champ dodges out the way of Jeremy's attempt there. Underhook sends him crashing to the mat. And this could be it. One. Kick out of one. Used up for a quick victory there. Now comes the ground and pound technique. Second one for good measures. He's not done yet. Using the ropes. A second kick. Jeremy gets into the rope. Try and make some separation, but shoulder tackle says otherwise. And the champ is getting the crowd riled up. Jeremy gets back in. Referee will get the way there. Stunner! This could be night over, Jeremy. 1, 2. He gets the shoulder up. Champ did not expect that. Take him to the corner. Bends. Oh, busting him open. There we go. Oh, went for that scoop and slam, but Jeremy counters and drops the champ. Champ, you get into those ropes to try and get some separation, but Jeremy's quickly pouncing like the animal he is. Ducks under, sorry. Leapfrogs over. Oh, went for it again, but again the champ counters. Sends him into the corner. This time, he lands it. And we all know what usually follows that. He wants Jeremy up, and we know why he wants him up. Knighthood. 1, 2, 3 was enough for the champ to emerge victorious. Another big victory over a former rival. And that's what he meant by sticking your nose in and punishment would have come. Because Thomas stuck his nose in the Stud Express rivalry with Shadow Dimension. And now Matthew's making him pay. And that is it for FAW Showdown. We had a lot happen tonight. Obviously, Lucifer and Fernandez both qualified for the men's ladder match. Tori and Amelia both qualified for the women's ladder match. And then, obviously, around that, we had two big moments. Draconic Emperor got his revenge on Edgar, but Ian Parker took out Draconic Emperor, looking for some more revenge for what happened at Chamber of Champions back in July. Obviously, we'll find out some more about that in the next coming weeks. And our main event, after Thomas's victory over Jeremy, obviously Matthew took out the champ with a kendo stick, and before the match told him that, obviously stated that someone, basically if you stick your nose in someone's business, punishment will come for you, and punishment has come because Thomas took his nose in the Shadow Dimension and stood express his rivalry and helped James pick the victory up over Nick and Frost at Night of Scares. So now punishment has come for him, and again we'll find out more about that over the next few weeks. And I do have a big announcement right now. Obviously in the opening I mentioned obviously Daniel Baxter suffered a slight injury, and the injury was to an extent that he will be out of action for a good couple of months. We're hoping that the earliest to be back will be Rebirth in January, but that's the earliest. But it could be later depending on stuff. So he's now having to relinquish that FEWGB Championship. But don't fret, we have a solution, and that solution will take place next week, along with our next few, obviously, ladder match qualifiers. And so our next card we have for you next week, obviously we'll be kicking off a FEW Women's Tag Team Triple Threat match. Protects the Kingdom, Fire, oh no, I changed that actually. Shadowfire, that's the old name I got written down. And Paranormal Life will be in action. They'll be looking to earn themselves #1 contendership for the FW Women's Tag Team titles. Obviously, Protects the Kingdom, no stranger to tag title matches. Haven't recently fought Ice Cold Witch at Night of Scares, so they'll be looking to quickly get a second shot at the champs. We're going to follow up with a Battle of the Giants in our first men's qualifier match of next week. And that'll be Alistair Farfax versus the Greek Giant. This week was Battle of Luchadores, next week Battle of the Giants. I did say during the match we got some really good matchups heading your way, and this is another example. And that'll be then followed by Olivia Carl taking on a debuting Mia Russo in the women's ladder qualifier. Raphael and Steve will be going at one-on-one in the men's qualifier. Obviously, Steve will watch his brother Jeremy just lose, so he'll be looking to, get a win under Deadly Bros belt. But then Raphael, having just come off the back of that DK Championship loss, which realistically he was the better man in that match, will be looking to use that momentum he got from that and the knowledge he got from a big match moment like that to obviously skyrocket him to another 3-for-you event. We then follow that with Madison Weaver taking on Megan in our last women's qualifier of next week. And in our main event, as I stated, we were obviously having to Baxter relinquishing, and we need a new champion. We don't have the space at Collision Course for the GB Championship match, so we're main eventing next week with that title match. And since he did technically pin the champion at Battle of the Gods, yes, he used his Battle of the Gods contract victory to get that match at Night of Scares, but because he did technically pin the champ as well, he's getting another shot. It will be King Morgan taking on, and we're about to pick a random star here who is not involved in any of these ladder matches. We had a couple of names, did a lucky dip, and it'll be King Morgan taking on Robert Lane in next week's main event for that GB title. So, yeah, really good card next week as well. And I say, kicking off that tag title, #1 contendership. Quite a few decent ladder matches in between, obviously ladder match qualifiers in between that. And of course, I say our main event, the GB title on the line between King Morgan and Robert Lane, will be crowning a brand new FWGB champion. So, yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this week's Showdown, and I do hope to see you next time. Goodbye. If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.